what is the location where the output will live. Okay, then we have to define some of the hyperparameters. Okay, or we have to maybe specify them parameter METPRS hyperparameters. Okay, let me give it one enter so that it will look a bit prettier to you and you will be able to relate more. And then the first thing is number of class. Okay, the number of classes. Then again we have to give the number of classes in the string format. Okay, so I will simply copy it from here, number of classes. Okay, so this will go into the string format, and after that maybe wait, number of classes. Then we have number of training samples, and in number of training samples what we can see, what we can give it is strings of number of training samples. Now you don't don't ask me from where we are having all these things. We are having all these things from these hyperparameters, number of class, number of training samples. Okay, so from here we are taking all those things up here. Okay, in the hyperparameter section. Okay, so I guess this is clear to you. Now I will maybe go to number of layers. There will be number of layers. Okay, and then for number of layers we will see a string. So the everything there is a number, so we don't want it to be a number, we want it to be a string. Then we are typecasting it. Okay, in the fly we are making it maybe a string. Okay, and then we have mini batch size. Then we have a string of mini batch size. We have defined all these hyperparameters up there. Okay, if you have any problem then maybe you can come up over here and you can maybe see this. Okay, so this is the mini batch size. That's the thing. After that we have of course we have to tell it the image shape. Then we have to give it the image shape, and maybe wait, wait, maybe wait, just to make all things look prettier to you so that you can relate more. Okay, so this is the image shape, and then again image shape will go to image shape. Okay, and then after that we have sometime we have to tell augmentation type. Okay, we have to show it augmentation type, and that is again augmentation type. Okay, so you have to put it over here, and that's it. So this is augmentation type. Again augmentation type is here. I'm telling you augmentation type, that is crop color transform. I told you there is a class imbalance, so we will augment some of the images, and that's how we will tackle it. Epochs we have, so again epochs was an number, so I'm giving it maybe some string values, some typecasting you can see over here which we have covered in Python section. Okay, this is typecasting. Then we have learning rate. And learning rate will be uh, learning rate will be learning rate, because we have defined all of these hyperparameters over here. Okay, so what you can do from here is, if you don't like these hyperparameters, you only have to maybe change these hyperparameters. Okay, likewise these will be changed. Otherwise you have to come to this main code, and you have to look for where to maybe upgrade things. Okay, so that's the learning rate. Maybe I will pause you for pause it for some time. Okay, so Yeah, can you yeah, now I guess you can see it, and this is the learning rate we have defined, and we have given the learning rate to be this much, and we are taking this learning rate, as you know, from here. Okay, this is 0.01, so that's the learning rate, I guess. Okay, so now one more thing you have to define, and that after that maybe uh, we have done. uh, so this is use pre-trained model. uh, Pre-trained model. Okay, so in using pre-trained model, you have to maybe go for use pre-trained model again, because I have named it in such a way so that maybe you will not uh, get a lot of pain to maybe do everything. Okay, so use pre-trained model, that is one. I have explained you why I have written one over there. Okay, now we will come to the maybe stopping conditions, and that's all. Okay, that's all. What will be the stopping conditions then? Stopping, because sometime what happens is code never ends. That's the problem. Execution never ends. So what you have to do, you have to specify some of the maybe you have to give some of the point where SageMaker will kill the process by itself. So I have given it maybe train timeout, or you can say train kill. It's totally upon you. If you want to maybe say uh, train kill, you can do that. If you don't want to say train kill, don't do that. And then this is the stopping criteria, and max runtime in seconds will be the train timeout. And yeah, what else? You have to close this thing. This thing you have to close over here, and I guess we are good to go now. Uh, or maybe to make it more pleasant, we can do it like this. Like this. Okay. So now you can see it is starting over here and ending over here. Okay. So maybe this is the thing. This is the training parameters which we have defined. We have defined all these training parameters, and these all are for configuring built-in image classification algorithm, and that too using the low level